It's hip hop. Hey yo, born killer, opposite of a born winner. Remember I used to eat Roman noodles for dinner. Walking in the sinful flesh, planted down the bad news. Virginia was known to stretch work, younger bang tools. Born sinner was on the road to destruction. Is leading by the lust I was flushing. It seems corruption. Moving different as power in the period. It's going on like these scriptures, but we gotta live it. Denying itself could be a struggle, you gotta call for help. Spiritually, you wanna be alive, you must doubt yourself. Suicide squad like dead shot, giving headshots to the devil. And his demons on assignment, having red tops, sharing his blood sport is not a game. Christ like example of the live to him is die game. Jesus is king, we'll never change. Slaughter count, major pain, no Damon Wayans. Born killer. Hey, look, this race not given to the swift, but his grace is sufficient. It's beginning to shift. Christ crucified, his spirit was lift. Transport dog, consider it a gift. He went to heaven cause he planned the trip. Took your drift away from the flesh. It's not trusting the old man, it's serial death. Lord, order my steps so I don't shame your flesh. God saved his wretch to give Satan direct. Yeah. Look, walking up the chimney, I want all the smoke. With spirits there, I'm not living broke. Killing the flesh is not a joke. The lust of the world keeps calling me, never push coke. But I'm pushing coke. Plus the hope with the spiritual extendos. Praise like crescendo, combat like lindo. Once my feet hit the floor, it's a death sentence. Lethal ejections is never ending. Born killer.
Yeah, welcome to the Grapetree Podcast. My name is Nickels Hawkeye, and this is Lil Raskull as well. Can you hear me, man?
I can hear you, Nickels.
Yeah, finally, we got this up and running. So, you know what I was thinking is your Facebook page might need to be, you might need to go in and hit go live, because that's what I had to do on my side.
No, man, you be trying too much on game day.
Yep.
Right.
So this might just be another on my Facebook page / YouTube page or whatnot. And I'm sorry about that. I'm trying. So what's good, man? What's going on with Grapetree Records? Yo.
A lot, bro. A lot. Of course, right?
Yeah.
What in particular?
Well,
We talk.
in the show notes and stuff, I wanted to point out that there is links to everything that we're going to be talking about in the description of the video that you're watching. And so the first thing that we should probably mention is the Discord server. Grapetree Records has a Discord server now, and the radio station is playing there. So there's a link in the description to where you can join that and listen in. So feel free to click on that. We are.
I hope you're still playing, Nickels. You know, we programmed it to kind of like go off when the podcast starts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hope it's playing too.
Put enough programming. It's gonna probably cut off around 8-ish. Because I wanted to force anybody who was there to come here.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
So I'm
Um,
sending people there. Y'all go there later, right?
yeah, after the show, come through.
Right.
And it's a good place to talk. There's a chat room, all that stuff, so it's fun.
Fun stuff,
Um,
man.
yeah, been spending all
If
week
you
there.
if you actually join, what up, Cooley? Cooley the builder. If you join, you have like a 7-day hall pass, and then it runs out on you unless you become a purple game member.
Yeah. Yeah, so make sure to join and get involved, man. We want to talk to people. That's what we're here for.
Amen.
What?
Yeah. What's good? Nick?
So
What's
the Knolly interview is what we have down to talk about first.
Okay. Okay, y'all chime in, man. Roger, what's up? Nah, what he's talking about, if you didn't pay attention last week, Knolly went to Rap Pages, right?
Rapzilla.
It was Rapzilla. I'm saying Rap Page. I told you this echo thing was gonna throw me out, Nick. But Knolly went to Rapzilla and talked about Grapetree, the start of Grapetree, and how it came about, how it ended, and he also made some statements about Future, saying how me and Jeff are in charge right now, man. That was pretty cool. What you think, Nickels? I mean,
I listened to the first half of it. I didn't actually get to the end of it. But what I heard was some really interesting stuff, some good inside the industry type of information that he was dropping, lots of history and stuff, and it was a really good interview. I was really glad that they put it up there, and I'm gonna have to take your word for Knolly saying you guys are in charge. I know you are, but I didn't actually hear it on the interview because I got distracted or something. That's easy for me to do.
well, if you heard the end, he made it distinctly that and you making me say this. Don't make me look like bad on Facebook, but he was like, made me look all conceited. But he was saying, Raz in charge.
Yep.
You want me to say this, right, Nick? He was like, Raz is in charge. Him and Jeff, they running it now, and he was kind of like, he out of touch with music. Today's music, right? So, that's the only reason I listen to it. I wanted to hear him say Raz is running the show. Everything else didn't matter to me.
He's down in Puerto Rico, isn't he?
Yeah, he lives in Puerto Rico.
That's crazy.
He just moved like this year. He was claiming he was claiming that I'm looking at this Facebook page say bring Demon on the video. Can we do that through Facebook?
If we can, I don't know what it would do.
Kurt, Demon Killer, I ain't gonna try because we been screwed up the first podcast.
Man.
Well, I see you, bro.
Demon Killer. Shout out to
Bravo
Demon Killer.
He say you got the pro mic. I need to hook Raz up. Now, Rob, actually, I have a better mic than Nickels.
Yep.
But I'm using Nickels' program to host podcast, and
man, it's this.
We be spending like 2 hours, man, trying to get the sound check.
Terrible.
And it still ain't right because I can hear myself every time I talk to y'all. I hear myself.
And he swears it's me.
It was sound great, so that's all that matters, right?
Yep, that's all that matters. Kidding.
Yeah, but now the interview, it was great, man. If y'all haven't been by Rapzilla, y'all please go by there, check it out.
Yeah.
If you ever wondered about Grapetree, the history of Grapetree, did artists get paid? Did artists get ripped off? All that stuff. Now it covers all that, you know. So I actually got into an argument with some, I want to say fool, but that's not good to call people. God said you in danger, hellfire, when we call each other fools. So sorry, Jesus, but I got into it with this guy. I guess Knolly made him a bad deal back in the days, and he saw my post from Knolly, and he was like, yeah, Raz, I hope you don't offer the type of deals Knolly tried to offer me. And I'm like, man, I don't know what Knolly offered you. He on Facebook. My post ain't the place to be discussing that. I tried to be as tactful as I can be, and you know I am.
Well, honestly,
I
there's
get on your nerves right there, right?
no, not really. There's a lot about the industry that I didn't understand when I first got signed to. We was with Syntax Records, and that was the first time I ever heard about recouping costs. And that was a big one. Like, I didn't know about that. Actually, I didn't even know up until we were with Electric Recordings that recouping was a thing. Now that I think about it.
To Knolly's, let me move close to my mic. To Knolly's defense.
There, you sound better now.
If I need to use that word, I don't think I really need to use that word. But to Knolly's defense, I remember when I signed Grapetree, he sat me down and he said, "Man, this is how a record label works. It's like a bank that invests into the artist's career." And he was like, "Here's $1. This part goes here. This part." Knolly actually sat me down and taught me all that. Mm-hmm. Before I even released my first record with him. So, and then I came off a record. I actually left a record label in the middle of a deal to do my thing for God. So I had some knowledge of the record. Matter of fact, I owe the label that I left from Grapetree like $50,000 when I left.
Oh, wow.
But they was drug dealers, though, so they can handle it, right? Not really. They were drug dealers. Not to say they can handle it, but it's all good nowadays. Anybody who know me, I heard the story with Mick. Shouts out to Mick. Rest in peace, brother. He on the label that I used to be on. He got killed a couple years ago. So,
yeah.
I left them to join Knolly, and Knolly kind of began to explain the music industry. He didn't do that with everybody, right? Because
right.
Some of the artists' experience with him was like Charlie's Angel. They only knew him from a voice. They never met him in person. Nothing like that. Everybody had a different experience with Knolly. So, but anyway, this dude like on Facebook, bro, he like, don't give me the deal, not again. And I'm like, I don't know what he gave you, man. And then he said something fly, Nickels, and I just like blocked him and deleted all the posts. It's like third person I had to do this.
Sometimes you gotta do that, man. You gotta
I have to
be selective on who you let in.
To the cast. Joe Cooley said I saw it. It was interesting as a follower of Grapetree early days. Yep, Joe Cooley has been following Grapetree. And I believe Knolly's interview was informative because a lot of people didn't know, like even Grapetree. People were like, what is a Grapetree? Grapes grow on vine. They didn't actually know what a Grapetree was. And grapes in the Bible represent people that are about to be destroyed. Fragile. Like the fruit is a fragile fruit, right?
Yep.
And the tree is the father. So the vision of Grapetree is where those who are fragile, about to be destroyed, and attach them to the Father, God. That's what a Grapetree is. Knolly explained that came in the vision, and he talked about all that in the interview. So most of what he said I knew already.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people probably didn't. So good stuff, brother.
I think that one of the questions that's on pretty much everybody's mind is what's up with the legacy library? I mean, are you guys going to be going back and releasing all the old stuff, or what's going on with that?
It is actually up for streaming. My plans is to release physical hard copies, because a lot of the people that bought in our days, they were hard copy buyers.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand you don't need hard copies to listen to music more, but they collector's items.
So now that like Diamante is not a distribution company anymore, well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they are right now, but like I know that was the distribution company that Grapetree went to back in the day. To get into the stores and stuff. And like now that's not what we're doing as far as physical copies go, how do you plan on making that available to the general public to get those physical copies again?
Website, right? I'm trying to simplify merchandise through Grapetree.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all, when we started the new Grapetree movement, a lot of y'all was ordering shirts, and even I had some people order my Don Roby physical product. And right in the middle of that, the whole Knolly Grapetree thing, and so I had to halt the whole merchandising because I didn't want a bunch of new Grapetree shirts out here. And
that'd be some collector's item right now.
Yeah. They were cool at first because I thought they was gonna let us. When I say they, I mean Knolly and Syntex, because I inherited that deal when I started running the company. But
right,
I thought they were gonna let me keep the whole new Grapetree and keep that as like a fan club. But Tim was kind of like, well, man, it might confuse people. Mm-hmm. So I had to dissolve the whole new Grapetree idea. And Demon Killer, Kurt, I know you. I owe him like a 5X shirt.
5X.
He's like, man, I couldn't mail it to him because I'm like, man, I can't have people out here with the new Grapetree gear on and it don't exist no more. I feel like I cheated them, even though they paid for it. So I'm exchanging the new Grapetree gear for GT gear. And so,
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, show them the shirt that you got on now.
We finna get nasty.
Yeah, love it.
Love it.
So explain what love it means.
That is the new Grapetree motto, man. People say, man, why is Grapetree coming back? What the vision of Grapetree? Back because we love it, man. We love it.
It's
and it's also a statement to y'all, man. Whatever you do, love it. Don't just do it. Love it.
Yeah. Shout out to all the new artists that we're talking to. That's what we're about, man. You know, I mean, in the climate that it is right now, the game has changed. You know, it's not something to where things move the same way that they used to. And so when artists come up, if you're looking to get hooked up with Grapetree or any other label, realize that it is not the same way that it used to be. And
right.
lots of the people that we're talking to, the artists that we're working with and stuff like that, the top quality that we're looking for, not only just being dope and skill and all that stuff, but it's also the work ethic, you know, like
right.
We are looking for people that want to do it because they love it. It's not a chore. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's something that they're doing because they love it. God called them to it, and they're about putting in work, and that's what we're doing too.
Right. I think the present climate of Christian hip hop and what's been done after my class with the reach, and they made it successful, right?
Right.
So you could come out of school and say, I want to be a hip hop artist, and I don't want to curse people out and go mainstream, so I'm gonna do it for God. That's a viable career nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
It used to didn't be. What I'm here to say, and what Nickels was saying, in simple terms, if you take that route, love it. Don't just do it because, hey man, I want to do music, but I don't want to curse people out, so I'm gonna do Christian music. It got to be deeper than that, man. You know, I personally believe you got to be called to do it, but I'm not God. You know, Miles Monroe testimony. If you know Dr. Miles Monroe, you ever heard of Dr. Miles Monroe?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you listen to his testimony, he was a Christian musician, and God told him to stop. And of course, it was God, because we're talking about it. He got deep into the words and became more of a speaker. So I say that to say this: I can't tell you God to say do something and then stop and do something else. I'm just saying, if you feel like you're supposed to be going into Christian hip hop, man, love it. Don't just do it. Don't just get in our way, because I'm here for good. This is a mainstay for me. I love it. So
Yeah.
I don't need people in my way just because they want to figure out, man, is this good or is it low hanging fruit? It don't take much entry. There's no entry level to get into Christian hip hop. I'm just gonna do this till I figure out what I need to do next. Get out of my way. I love this, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have some really strong work ethic that I've been meeting for the first time on the Discord. Make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the description.
Right.
But you got people in there that you've been listening to since, teenage years or child years. I mean, however old you are, I met Demon Killer for the first time on there. I mean, that was amazing. Colby J, I met him.
Colby J. Welcome to the family. Colby J is part of the Grapetree family, man.
Yes. Jay Oliver, that's another one. He's got a really good work ethic. Does it for the right reasons, and I think that's really admirable, because there's lots of people that just trying to, I'm trying to pop off. I'm trying to get all this money up in here and blah blah blah. And it's like it gets dumb sometimes,
Yeah.
And you gotta.
Well, let me tell you this, Nickels. I remember hip hop wasn't even rich when I started.
Yeah.
So it was like the balling age came afterward. So people joining hip hop to get rich and famous, I'm like, that's like a strange concept, because it didn't exist before we started, man.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I mean,
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, that's not what it was all about. And I got like really involved when it became like the more Afrocentric type of messages and stuff like that. Jungle Brothers and Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul, like the whole.
It was diversity in the beginning.
If
we just want to talk flat out mainstream, it was diversity, man. And then, money came.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of talking about conscious stuff, I can make $1 million if I just like talk about shooting these dudes, right? Boom, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, then the whole G-Funk era came, and murder was the case. Then I mean, that's what sold.
I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster rapper, man. Shouts out to those who being true.
Yeah.
I believe a lot of the stuff, the earlier stuff. We used to listen to hip hop as a report, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
so much. It was entertaining, but it was a way for me to figure out how the West Coast was living and how the East Coast was living. I wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like, oh man, let's do this and make some money. It's like, bro, let's listen to Ice Cube, see how they're living in LA. Let's listen to Naughty by Nick, see how they're doing it in New York. You know, Nelly them in St. Louis. Oh, that's how they doing it in St. Louis? Oh, Atlanta, they doing it like that? You know, so it was more of a discovery and reporting. It was like street reporting back in the day.
Yeah. There's a really good documentary on Netflix that I saw, and it was hosted by Shad from Canada. The name of the documentary escapes me right now, but it was a really thorough overview of everything that was going on, specific to the geographical locations of everything that was happening. And I thought that was really cool. I mean, it was a good...
You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised that Houston, we accept hip hop, but hip hop is different to us in Houston. If you go listen to some of the Houston rappers interview, they'll be like, "Oh, that's that hip hop right there. That's that real hip hop."
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that down here because we realize what we do is different. You know, the ghetto boys would not accept it. And you can't come to Houston and say anything bad about the ghetto boys. That's our Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah.
But they were not accepted by hip hop in the beginning.
Right.
Jay Prince went to New York, and you know they was like, they wasn't trying to hear the ghetto boys at the time.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard them, it was My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me. That one verse that Bushwick Bill did got me tripping, man. I was like, what? That, like, the way that he just told that story and then flipped it at the end, I was like, see, that's why it's dope right there.
That was the first platinum single from the Ghetto Boys, right? The city was so excited. It was crazy, man. We was like, man, the Ghetto Boys, man, we platinum. It was like the whole city was like, everybody was riding with him.
I heard Bushwick Bill became a Christian as well.
Yeah, I actually
before
got
he passed.
with him.
You got a song with him?
Yeah, he featured me on the song.
What?
Yeah, me, Von.
I'm talking to a star right now.
Bro, when I lay down, Nickels people gonna be like, "Oh, this guy was so great," because I've done a lot. I ain't trying to brag. I just done a lot, and I'm not like. Some people are great self promoters. I'm not. I don't know why I slipped up and read this scripture in the Bible that says, "Don't brag on yourself. Let others do it."
Yeah.
And I'm tainted by that now. It's like, nah, man, God didn't mean that. Go ahead and brag about yourself, right? Nah, man, that's what he said. That's what he said, man.
So okay, let's go to the second topic of discussion.
Let's go, brother.
And that is the news of the compilation that's releasing on November 24th. Now, in the description, I have the link up to the previous compilation that we released called Heaven's Hip Hop Volume 1. And that's got a lot of songs from some of the newer artists. It has a couple songs from Don Roby, and Alley Cross, and Zigg Madison was up in there. Oh, by the way, that song that we started out with was Zigg Madison's song,
Born
Killer.
Born Killer.
Born Killer.
Born Killer. Opposite of a born winner. Shouts out to 670 Deuce, man. My man Lala. Man.
Actually,
man,
you know what?
Love you, brother. Love you too, man. D White, love you guys, man. What's up?
let's talk about Zigg's show first.
Okay.
Cause
I mean, y'all
since
know
we
Zigg Madison, man. Y'all chime in. Shouts out to Zigg, man. They've
yes,
been down with me forever, brother. And he has a podcast, Dot Itself, right? Podcast.
yep, Die to Self podcast. I was fortunate enough to be asked to get on there as well, which kind of makes me feel like I might be something special.
You are Nickels, man. You go Grapetree.
Yeah, it's a different kind of special, but
We
they
love it,
had Colby J on there, the most recent, and then they also had Jay
bro.
Oliver.
What's up, boy? Shouts
They
out.
had yeah, they had AB. What's up, AB? Dig your music, man. They got a lot of people up there. They got 30 episodes deep already, so they're doing a lot of interviews.
Yep. Yep. I wanted to take this time to shout out Zigg, man. Y'all. He has a real podcast. So, now, when people say podcast, they want to see my pretty face, my hair, and all that. But really, a podcast is more so audio than it is video. Okay? So, when some of y'all used to follow, some of you chiming in on the feed, y'all know I used to do the politics that was presidential, and I used to go both audio. Every night I take the audio and the visual, and I would load them to YouTube and everywhere else. So podcast is really audio.
Yeah,
I think we took it somewhere else when people start taping themselves. But my point is, Zigg Madison, he has a interesting audio podcast. It ain't just playing on cameras and all that. It's like he's doing. When you're able to keep people's attention with straight audio, then that's you can't be boring like me and Nick.
yeah. He has some really great questions lined up. One of the things that I was saying before is that the amount of respect that he showed me, like I'd talked to him in the past before I got on, but when he conducted the interview, like the level of respect that he showed me was jaw-dropping. Literally,
Mhm.
I never felt that respected before. And so if you're an independent artist and you get a chance to get on his podcast, make sure to show him the same respect, because he's really doing a good work. He's got some good words, some scripture in there and stuff like that to deliver a real solid biblical message that is really useful during your week or whatever, when you need like a recharge. He usually puts out his show on Mondays. Mm-hmm. So it's a good way to start the week. And
strategic.
Yeah, it's a I can't say much. I can't say anything bad about that podcast at all. I'm really happy that
if anybody knows Zigg, if y'all know Zigg, man, he's such a respectful dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's meek and humble, but he not a pushover. He's a real dude, man.
Yeah.
I ain't met very few people like him, bro. And I mean, he's been like that forever. When he talked to people, yes sir. That's just how he is, man.
Yeah.
I love the guy.
He's got fierce music too, man. Listening to his singles and stuff. Find him on Spotify. Get on your DSPs and look him up. ZiggMadison. Just how it sounds. Zigg Madison. And he's got a lot of singles there. He's got an EP there, another album that he did, actually a couple EPs, I think. And so he's going to be down with Grapetree. He's one of the artists that we're working with. Really excited about that.
Yeah,
and so
absolutely, man. Anybody? I think somebody asked if we accept his songs. Yes, we are. Nickels is your guy.
Evangelist JD.
Music.
What's up,
You
Money?
got
He's
music you
another
need.
one.
Yeah. If you got music you need us to hear, man, Nickels is your guy.
Yes, send me your music and a bio to nickelshawkeye@gmail.com. NICKELSHAWKEYE@gmail.com. Let's start something up, because that's what I do. I love putting out music.
Artists, we need albums.
Yes.
Grapetree, it's a ministry now. We're a non-profit ministry, however, we're still music based.
Yeah.
We still drop records, so man, we need albums. I'm not into the single culture.
Yeah. Albums. I'd like to be able to come up with an individual plan for each individual release and artist. And so yeah, hit me up on the email. Let's connect on the Discord. I mean, however you can get at me, and let's build something awesome. Let's get that word out, you know.
Man, brother. Shouts out Zigg.
Yes.
Data Self Podcast, man. Y'all patronize this podcast, man. It is a Grapetree, not a Grapetree production. Data Self production. However, it's a Grapetree affiliate. And we're gonna make that more known in the future. But we did want to tell people who visit and those who gonna watch the podcast, man. Y'all patronize Data Self. Zigg Madison, Zigg. It's probably very few people with that name, and you know it's the right when you see a smoked black man. That's Zigg. Nickels didn't want to laugh. He's scared he was gonna get hate mail or something.
Yeah, you don't drape yourself in a Confederate flag or anything like that and run through a you don't, man.
Yeah.
Be a white MC and bring up racial issues. Stupid.
Nah, bro, it's funny. It's a trip because I acknowledge racism, but at the same time, and you know, Nickels, we talk all the time. It's like when I know you're not racist, you cross a line with me. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll talk about anybody. Racist white people and black people in front of you when I know you've crossed over that line.
Right.
All of my friends are like, man, grass to say anything, but it's not. I know we crossed over the line, bro. So,
Yeah,
Nickels, I hope this don't offend you. I don't put them like, I'm like, Nickels, man, that blank kid, blank. Yeah. You know, man, I ain't making this up. Bro.
Yeah, there's a line that Ruben AP, the late great Ruben AP, used to say. It's like there's only two races, going to hell or saved by grace.
Right. That's right, brother.
That's all I see. That's all I want to see.
That's it, brother. That's it. You can tell it, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's spiritual.
So is Zigg gonna be on this next compilation?
No.
He missed the deadline?
Yeah, man. I put out there that we was dropping on the 24th of November. And if I be honest with y'all, I'm having to use my back channel distribution because my deal with Syntax requires that I turn in albums like 6 weeks in advance, man. 8 weeks, 6 weeks in advance. So I gotta get something in the market by 23. We've been talking Grapetree all year. Grapetree, new Grapetree. Might like, okay, freaking music yet. So I gotta get something in the market. And I mean, my artist, like, I don't know what artist doing now. If you don't have a song recorded, you are an artist in the making. A professional artist in the making. I don't want to not call you an artist. But I don't know what my professional artists do. Hey, I'm like, at any given moment, I got 5, 6 songs ready. I mean, I got a whole album after the album
That's how it should be. I think that the momentum that an artist keeps is essential.
Brother, you couldn't come to me and say I got a compilation. I can see you songs today. So I don't know what my guys do. You know, my Grapetree guy. You know, now you know, Nickels, we got a gang load of music in new Grapetree.
Yeah.
In the email. People sent the stuff that we didn't even use on the comp. But,
yeah, if you get a chance, check out the Heavens Hip Hop Volume 1. It's available on all the DSPs right now. You'll know it's the correct album because there is a vehicle on the front of the cover. And is there a story behind the reason why that vehicle is on the cover in particular?
I let somebody else do the art. I took my hands off of it. It was good enough, so I just let it. Right. It was a political move. The artist who done the cover actually lives in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, me and Solomon, which is a business partner of mine, we were starting a new relationship. Like, Ras, let me do the cover. I got this great artist. He actually did the whole magazine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The whole Heavens in my max. He did the layout.
Okay.
And so that was part of the deal.
So the link is in the description for that compilation on Spotify. I only put up Spotify links because that's what I use, and it's easy for me. So there.
Yeah.
If you have Spotify. Apple or any other DSP, I apologize, but the Spotify's up there. What were you saying?
But I don't. I'm an Apple user.
Well, nobody's perfect. No one's perfect.
Really, bro?
Hey, let's play this next song. Tell us about this artist.
Kenny Ken.
Yeah.
Shouts out Kenny Ken. Kenny Ken.
What up, Kenny Ken?
Artist to release our Grapetree in 24. He actually has a single that's on the compilation. It's called Outside, featuring myself and Dooney, but the song y'all about to hear is Kenny Ken featuring Derek Wallace to be on his new album in January 24th.
It's called What? It's called What I'm About. Yeah, D. Wallace, man, he's super dope too. I can't wait to hear what he does.
Yep.
Check this one out, you guys. This is called What I'm About by Kenny Ken and Derek Wallace.
I always make it my business to be about kingdom business. Church, can I get an amen? God is a healer, I'm a witness. Look, I'm sick with the flow, leave them nauseated. I see the blessings on my life and I know they hate it. Christian rap on the rise now, yeah, we elevated. Touching souls across the globe, homie, no translator. Worldwide circulated. Saved, now I'm a new creation. The devil tried to infiltrate. Stayed in the lab, patiently waited, kept the faith. I go crazy on every tape. Supply my needs every day I eat. Man, I never went without Jesus, what I'm about. You can keep the fame, you can keep the likes. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Kingdom business, what I'm about. You can keep the shine, you can keep the hype. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Kingdom business, what I'm about.
Time to clean up. Real gospel out the speakers. What's your shit? We believers. Ain't gon' tee up for the king. Waking they can, time to tell them what it is. We saving souls and changing hearts. We preach repentance. Tell them, get it how you live. We don't stop, we bout that. Bring the flavor, sauce that. Outside, I see a mess, but my God ain't done yet. He coming back and he gon' buzz it wide open. Every knee is gonna bow, from the wealthy to the hopeless. I ain't joking. That's the gospel. Whole team on full throttle. Still gripping grain of the hand on the Bible. All in the streets and my God is way bigger. Had to take the devil out with a one-hitter quitter.
You can keep the fame, you can keep the likes. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Kingdom business, what I'm about. You can keep the shine, you can keep the hype. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Fishermen of men, we gotta wheel them in. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Derek Wallace, Kenny Ken. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Kingdom business, what I'm about. Ministry, it's that ministry. Represent that Grapetree ministry. Come to bless the streets. Kenny Ken, Derek Wallace, that's who we be. Giving God the glory. 7 rings like that Robert Ory. Hold up, bless the streets, man. What I'm about. Kingdom business, what I'm about. We out. Bless the streets, man. Yeah.
Yes, that was Kenny Ken with What I'm About. What'd you guys think of that one? That was a exclusive that I was able to play on my show. And now you guys get to hear it. Hope you like it. Give us some comments and feedback in the comment section of wherever you're watching. Or after the fact in the comments, all that stuff. So, tell us a little bit more about Kenny Ken. Like, where does he come from? Like, what's he involved in and all that?
If you in Houston, Kenny Ken. Kenny Ken is not new to the scene, man. He's been around for a minute. Kenny's a blessed man. I put out a Grapetree Journal a couple months ago and kind of talking about Kenny, man. Everybody who's been on the Christian hip hop scene in Houston for a while, we know Kenny Ken. Kenny been around a while, man. Faithful man of God, bro. Some people, I don't know why. I do a lot of talking with Jeff and Knolly, as the Grapetree head. And sometimes when I'm talking to old heads, they get like a misconception that like artists like myself, like when I signed the Grapetree, I was like starving, bro. Like, and then, made something myself. So some of us old heads still had that idea about artists. And they be like, man, we need to help these artists get money outside of record sales. And Kenny Ken is not one of them dudes. Kenny Ken is blessed, bro. He don't need no money, right? Well, we all can use money. I don't want to curse him like that.
Of course.
He's not starting this game looking to get paid or whatever. He's looking to do the work of God. So
that's
Kenny,
really cool.
Yeah. He comes full prepared. I mean, he pretty much paying for his whole campaign, and he just he came to Grapetree to be down with the family.
Less to recoup.
Yeah. He don't need to recoup, Jack. It's nothing. We need to do for him, man. He came to Grapetree to help us, bro. So,
yeah.
And everybody who know Kenny Ken, they know the story. So he came up in Houston, man. Been doing Christian hip hop a long time. And when we did New Grapetree, he was in line. He was actually supposed to make the compilation. I don't know why I didn't put Kenny's song on that. He might have sent it late. We was already out, and I told him I was gonna put him on Heaven's Hip Hop 2. I think that's when me and him left out before him and the Knolly thing. And then once me and Knolly decided to combine the two companies, I was like, Kenny, you first, man.
So a lot of people don't know that Heaven's Hip Hop Volume 2 is actually already completed. What are you going to do with that and when?
Good question, brother. Because once we release this compilation, I want to get some individual artists in one. And so Heaven's Hip Hop compilation probably will be second quarter 24.
Okay. Cool. And there's a guy named Roger Krause that I don't know if everybody knows about, but he has a song on this compilation coming up called Stains, and there's a couple features on it. I think Faith Krause, I'm assuming that that's his wife.
Yes.
And then it is?
Mm-hmm.
And then Lisa Pierre, I think she drops a verse at the end of it, and it's really good. I played it on my show as well.
Well, it's actually the opposite.
Say again.
It's the opposite. Faith is rapping.
Oh, she's the one rapping.
Sing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that backwards. My fault. But
yeah. No, you good, bro.
It's a pretty powerful song, and if you tune into my show, I'm sure I'll play it again. Of course, with Roger's permission. Big ups to Braille. With Humble Beast, what's up?
We just do what we want with it, right? We just hijack.
Right. Yeah, no, he gave it to us.
Roger makes every compilation.
Yep.
And people wouldn't know it, but Roger's a senior pastor. He has his own congregation. It's Silly Man. If y'all ever out in Silly Man, y'all look up. I think it's Faith Restoration.
Yeah, I see his messages every now and then on Facebook. He posts them up there.
Roger preaches his behind out. I wanted to say the other word. But
bottom?
Roger loves
you
it.
Wanted to say bottom,
Going
right?
back to the earlier theme, man. Roger loves this, man. He does not have to get behind a microphone and rap. He knows God called him to be a preacher. I just sat in revivals with Roger, and God spoke to me. Roger, you freaking Roger. And he does music because he loves it, bro. And love it. That's what I want to say, man.
So, apologies to people on my Facebook page. I'm not able to actually reply to anything for some reason. It's not letting me type anything. It's my faulty equipment again, man. Yeah, still not doing it.
Yep. Y'all donations start next week for Nickels equipment.
Yes, I've been blessed, but I can use more blessing for sure.
Yeah. Nah, we got you, brother. Grapetree is not a non-profit, man, so I don't want to make jokes. We're going to be on here big and soon later.
There is a QR code on my show that you can donate to if you'd like. Honorable mention.
On here big sooner or later, man. I told Knolly, I said, man, I sell music. I don't know how to beg for donation.
We got a comment from For the Love of Hip Hop. Any returning artists from the old Grapetree roster in 2024?
Me? I've spoke with all of them. But old dudes again, man, we not to the microphone cutting songs. So I do know Antonia's got a whole album. I'm not sure. He's frat. Now, once you become part of Grapetree, you fraternity forever.
Mm-hmm.
So you're never not a part of Grapetree once you become a Grapetree. But I don't know if he's going to turn his album over to the new Grapetree system.
Right.
He might just put it out on his own. And if he do, we're going to pump it just like it's ours. Because he's fraternity. He frat. But Antonius is back.
Nice.
Prime had done some recording. Prime came with this great idea in the beginning. He was like, let's all the old artists find a song from another Grapetree artist and remix it. And bro, I love the idea. And then Prime just like disappeared for like 2-3 months. I'm like, I can't.
He showed up on the Discord, didn't he?
And said technology, and then disappeared again.
Oh, that's beautiful. You know that. Technology, I'm out. Peace.
Bruh. Shouts out Zigg. Zigg say, appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro. Zigg said, he said, I hate I missed the comp. It's all good, Zigg. You got plenty of time, man. Dr.
Yeah,
Chris
send us an exclusive, man.
I don't know how to spell it. Mr. Davis says, Dr. Chris have finally made me believe that natural remedy cure all kinds of diseases. What is this, man? People just on. Why is he?
Somebody's asking about Aisha as well.
Who's asking about I?
That was a question by Evangelist JD, who's also another Perspective Grapetree artist. Perspective, he's not quite inked yet.
I have not been able to locate Aisha, and I have a guy that like asks me that every week, like I'm lying.
Yeah, I saw that on the Discord. I remember you saying that. Yep.
I don't know what's yet, man.
Her song was dope. I'll give it to her. That song was sick.
People loved her as an artist, but she done that one record and just disappeared.
And I'm out. Technology. Peace.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know what happened. What's up, Gabe in the building, man?
She has a YouTube page.
Myself, Nickels Hawkeye.
JD says she has a YouTube page. Maybe try reaching her through there, yeah. You got a link, man? Post the link in the comment section.
Right. I don't figure she I don't know if she wanted, link back up the Grapetree. I have this funny thing about female artists. I'm gonna say this out loud.
Careful.
I've yet, yeah, you're right. I've yet to engage a female artist and it work out. I'm like, I don't know if it's me, but I need a manager in between.
Hey, I'm here now.
Yeah. But you manage Grapetree.
Right.
We need another, and I'll tell you why, and it's not being funny. A lot of times female artists like the experience, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to cut a record, you're going to go to the studio, the fruit is there, the fruit basket with flowers and the engineers smelling like good cologne, and he's at the time for smile. And he's punching you in and saying, that was great, but can you give me another? They want the experience. Me, I be in the crappy studio, holes in the wall, I'm sweating in the booth because I care about the product. All I care about is the product.
Right.
And so I miss females there, female artists there. I'm like, man, look.
Dopest female MC to me is Elsie from Tunnel Rats.
I haven't.
Oh, man.
I didn't
Look her up, dude. She's so filthy.
Listen, the Tunnel Rats, we didn't kind of get along.
Yeah, I only met Dax and Macho. Everybody else, I didn't get a chance to meet. Oh, well, no, Sev Static.
I think I inherited T-Bone's beef.
T-Bone's beef? What's that?
T-Bone had a beef with the Tunnel Rats, bro.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And
man, that don't even make sense to me, man. How are Christian groups going to be beefing with each other? That don't make sense.
T-Bone, I don't know what was happening back then, but he made songs about it. He had like beef songs. Little Rats talk behind your back. And you don't remember the Bone Godfather album?
No, honestly, okay. I'm not trying to diss T-Bone, but I never followed his catalog after his first release.
Now let me say this. Me and T-Bone know each other, but I don't consider T-Bone fan. Even though he in the King, it's things about T-Bone. But I love T-Bone music. And people who know me personally, they know I'm complicated right there. I can love all this music, but if you ask me about the person, I'll tell you about it. I won't do that on a podcast, but if you talk to me personally.
I met T-Bone once. at the Gospel Music Awards, but like that was it. That was from afar. Like, you know, I seen him in the parking lot kind of thing. But
it's probably best.
yeah, no, I never got to interact with them or whatnot, and I didn't know about their beef with the tunnel rats or nothing like that. I try and stay out of that stuff, man. I think that, you know, the unity that we have as Christian hip hop artists should be revered more than, you know, any kind of competition. Like, I was just listening to the Zigg Madison podcast, the Die to Self podcast with Kobe J, and Kobe J said as much. He was like, man, I never thought, because Zigg asked him, do you view other Christian hip hop artists as competition? And he was like, no, I think we're all preaching the same gospel, the same word, and that we're kind of on the same team. And that's what's unique about, you know, Christian hip hop versus secular hip hop, or, you know. And I was just, I was telling you this earlier today, Raz, that I was watching Facebook, the shorts or whatever that they call the reels and whatnot, and I was flipping through like Drink Champs and all that stuff and listening to all their interviews with Busta Rhyme and LL Cool J and stuff like that, and they had all this beef with all this other stuff and all these different stories and stuff, and people were tripping off of it. But I'm like, man, that's one thing that really separates Christian hip hop artists from secular artists, is that Christian hip hop artists don't, for the most part, have a lot of beef with each other. And if they do, it should be that they don't have a lot of beef with each other. Like, I don't know Lecrae, but I know he's successful. I know that NF is successful. Like, all these guys doing these big chart topping stuff. Like, I don't necessarily know them, but I know that they are spreading the same gospel that we're talking about, and they're getting a very big platform, and as far as I'm concerned, we're on the same team, and I don't think we should be beefing with these guys, man. I mean, they're doing the Lord's work just like we are.
In the perfect world, but anyway, you have men, you have imperfection, right?
Yeah,
and
all of us. Yep.
Motives, right? People motives are different, so that's where beef comes from, man. I think Tunnel Rat's beef, they felt he was being fleshy. Because he, you know, T-Bone was making money, man. He had a Lexus back then. And, you know, he was living. He was doing it. And I think they felt like he was being too worldly. I think that's what that beef was. But that was in the beginning.
Right.
So Christian hip-hop artists avoid beef, but I've never seen no beef.
Yeah, there's always been competition to some degree, though.
House movement didn't like us. They felt like we were unbiblical with talking about demons and stuff like that. And I agree, some of Grapetree artists were immature. But, I mean, I'm talking these guys, and we almost at the end of the podcast. I'm talking these guys would not fellowship with us when we was in the same place. And that's, I'd rather you put a beef record out than to act like I'm not part of the king.
Right. Well,
remember I was talking about food early? That's why God made that comment in the Bible. He say anybody that says food is in danger of hellfire. And what he meant by that, the Bible says a fool says there is no God. So God was saying, if you treating this person who you know is your brother, and I'm y'all father, like he has no God, you're in danger of hellfire too. That's what the whole food thing is about. So my point, we we should never treat each other like we're not part of the same family. I might disagree with you, Nickels, but to say the God Nickels served is not my God. I'm in danger here. That's what I think some of the earlier people with cross movement versus us, they just didn't feel like we. But here it is, 20 years, 25 years later, and there's members of that group that don't even serve God. So you tell me who was right.
There was a lyric that Soup the Chemist said about hitting the devil in the face with a shovel. That was amazing. I love that. But yeah, I mean, as funny as that sounds, the actual application of being able to hit a spirit physically with something in the physical realm, that's always been like, yeah, duh. You know, but T-Bone did that too. I mean, he was like spiritual assassin, boop, 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 all that stuff.
He used to kill devils all the time.
Right.
And we know that's not possible. But it was a way to, in them days, gangster rap was big.
Yep.
So it was a way to put that aggression off of men. It's like shooting in the air.
Yeah.
Versus shooting you.
Also,
good, bro.
Also, it's another thing to where, like, when you know, beat up on all these devils or whatever, like, you're kind of taking dominion over the devils in your life. You know, you're dealing with your demons kind of thing.
I think it's some truth to it. We can't kill demons, but we do. We're fighting a spiritual war.
Yeah. Yep.
And so, I don't know, man. I came into this side like, man, the kingdom all love me. And I started seeing beefs and church people not like us and all that stuff. But let me know that anywhere man is, that's going to be affection, bro.
Just check the fruit, man.
Check the fruit, brother.
Check the fruit.
Niggas, we're an hour in, man. We're not going to do like last week. I'm not going to let you do me like that.
Grapes are fruits.
Yeah.
So,
people, too.
Super random. Grapes are people, yes. People fruit.
People fruit.
So what do you mean, do you like last week? What do you mean?
Man, we went for like 2 hours.
Oh, man, come on. I know we're only 6 minutes past, but... All right. We can stop all this. I kind of want to see if it posted to your Facebook anyway.
It did. I've been watching. That's what I've been reading the comments.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay. What's up, everybody on Raz's page?
Everybody on Raz's page. Come on, give me one more. Give me something else from my mom before we get out.
Roger Krause says, absolutely appreciate you both in Grapetree. I do love Christian rap, but no, my calling is to preach, so make music on the side. So blessed to be a part of this resurgence of Grapetree. That's awesome.
We love it.
Evangelist JD says, love this, fellows. Wish I had more time to chime in. Got some ministry obligations. I understand that. One point I like to make about T-Bone or MTV killed it. T-Bone on MTV killed it.
T-Bone,
a little behind
man.
the live feed. As
again,
opposed
I
to
don't
take
sit in family because in Bone, when I see Bone face to face, we're going to handle that. But nah, T-Bone, Gospel Gangsters, and SS Mob.
SS Mob was filthy. I love SS Mob.
SS Mob.
Yes.
If people say name 3 people that were instrumental in the beginning of the Christian hip hop career.
SSMOB, baby.
T-Bone and SS Mob, man. When I listened to them guys, I was like, people doing this for real.
Yeah.
And it changed. It created who I am today, man. So I never front on T-Bone.
What's the name of that song?
T-Bone be Hollywood, man. Let me just say that. T-Bone would be Hollywood sometimes.
Wow, my keyboard is just... You know, that's what it is. My keyboard died.
I can't hear you, Nickels. What you do?
My keyboard died. Did you hear me? Are we messing up?
You talking and can't nobody hear you, bro.
Oh, no. Why?
You can't hear me. You done screwed me up.
Can't. What is going on? All right, well, I guess that's it.